Hello, my people. Welcome back to the Walk a Mile in My Shoes podcast. Your host for today, Nathaniel James, and I have a very, very special guest with me. Goes by the name of
LilMan, you know what I'm saying?
LilMan, you know what I'm saying?
LilMan, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. So basically, this is a very, very how can I explain it? This is a very positive podcast for myself because I've seen this young person from a very, very young age from the same area. I remember when his mum was pushing around the pushchair with his older brother, Corey, you know what I mean? I've known him for a very long time as well. So basically, you're making a lot of noise out here in the streets, you know what I'm saying?
I appreciate it.
So just give a little brief description of who you are, a bit about your background, and then I'll go into some questions.
Right, cool. So my name is LilMan. I'm 17, turned 17 this month actually. I'm from Birmingham, obviously. I'm an entertainer, so I do YouTube, TikTok, all of that. But my main, should I say, push/success, or most of you may know me off TikTok. I basically do daily TikToks, comedy videos, skits. That's what you expect on there. Reaction videos. I've got like an attitude to my content, so I like to violate. So some people like my violations. Yeah, I'm just an entertainer for Birmingham, and yeah, all I do is just like to make people laugh. Yeah.
Okay, so firstly, obviously, I know that that's your main interest, but
yeah,
obviously, what are your hobbies and interests?
My hobbies. So my main goal is I want to be in front of the camera, in front of an older. I don't mind acting, but I don't really think I'm good at acting. So like my main goal is like if like YouTube doesn't really go where things go, it's like presenting and stuff. Like I feel like I can be like the way how I see this game and this entertainment business. I feel like there is a space for a LilMan. Like there is not a LilMan in this entertainment business, and I feel like there is a space for me in the entertainment business, and I feel like I'll slot in there perfect. So that's my main goal, just basically getting my name out there in the entertainment business. And you know, like, I don't like to say this because I don't want to be like anyone, but like, you know, like what, like Chunks and Philly, what them man are doing kind of, but obviously I want to do it in my own way because I don't want to be like anyone really.
Well, firstly, you're in your own lane because one, you're from Birmingham. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And obviously, I know that from a lot of your following is people love your accent. Do you know what I mean? You get a tiny little bit of like Birmingham, but then everybody else is like, yo, the way how you drag your words out, you're funny.
That
do you know
is
what I mean?
it, you know, like when I started, that's the one thing that people started noticing first before even they watch the video. He's got a Birmingham accent. Yeah. He's got a Birmingham accent. And people will love it, but people will hate it. Yeah. Even people from Birmingham hate it. Yeah. They're like, stop making videos. Yeah. You're making us look bad. I'm like, bro, what can I do?
Yeah.
What can I do? But yeah.
Because our side of Birmingham, we've got a strong Birmingham twang.
I'm glad you're here to say this, because when I tell people this, it's like they don't believe me, but it's like the side of Birmingham where we're from, it's like, bro, there's people like that are worse than mine. Worse. But I've been getting it even before I started like YouTube and that, like when I meet people, like, oh, your accent's like strong.
Well, that's what I like. That's what makes you authentic. Even though people might laugh and make memes about us, look how you've been able to spin it on the head. Do you know what I mean? And make a success out of it.
Yeah.
So obviously, when you was growing up, I know that you had a keen interest in football.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Why didn't you pursue football?
The reason I didn't pursue football was because, don't get twisted, I loved football. Like,
you was a baller as well.
Respect, fam. Serious. I loved football. Like even as I was doing football, I don't know if you know this. On the side, I was still doing like YouTube videos here and there. Even you know about all that anyway.
Yeah.
But I was even doing YouTube here and there on the side. But football was like my main focus at the time. But the thing is though, it got to a stage where I knew that I was losing a passion for it. Like I would wake up like, I can't wait to go football. Yeah. And that made me realize like, yo, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. So when I started football, it was like, what else can I do now? And that's when I started thinking I need to do something with my time. All right, I want to be YouTube, but I don't know how to execute it. So I thought, okay, let me start dancing. Yeah, it might get me the recognition. And yeah, it was getting me the recognition, but it wasn't giving me the right recognition. Yeah. So that's when I was like, okay, how about I might as well show my personality to people. And then I've just been doing it for the past year now.
So you stopped doing football, then you took up dancing. Like, how was the transition from that? Because I know that you and your circle of friends, when you put your mind to something, you're very passionate
Yeah,
about
yeah,
it.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
something
yeah,
you
yeah.
put your all in. Like I remember walking past the park the one day and seeing you and your dance group
Yeah.
dancing. I was like, yo, what are you doing out here? I was like, oh, we're practicing. We got a video tomorrow. And I was like, right, you're rolling up at the park and practicing
Yeah.
that. And so how did that come about? Like,
That's one thing I want to touch upon, like to everyone, like people who's watching, like if you want to do something, you've rather got to like practice it in your own time and like in your own way. You know what I'm trying to say? Like even with dancing in my free time, I would always practice and stuff like that. Like you gotta just do things in your free time. You can't wait for no one really.
Yeah.
Like I'm obsessed with like perfecting like what I do. I'm just obsessed with it. So
Perfecting your craft.
Yeah. So even with dancing, dancing was big to me. Even though I don't do it no more. Like dancing was big to me because not only did I meet a lot of people through dancing, but it also like made me like learn a lot of skills that I still use now. Like in terms of like determination and stuff and working harder and stuff like. That's what I learned through dancing.
Is there no way that you will go back to doing dancing skits and stuff like that?
Well, I did say to myself, once I get what I need to get off the YouTube stuff, I might do dancing here and there on the side. But nah, I've just got into the groove of this now, and like, it's like I don't know. I feel like with dancing, I'll just be like I'm like a straight line. But then if I keep like doing what I'm doing, I feel like I'm only gonna improve.
The thing what I used to realise is that obviously there's a lot of really good dancers in Birmingham, and I got to find them through your circle of friends and stuff like that. But the one thing that I used to identify with you is that you used to come out with your own little dances, your own little like the reverse thing and all of that kind of stuff. You was even though you was doing dancing, it weren't like you was just looking at an next man and copying the next man's thing. Like you was coming out with your own little dances and people were taking upon them dances and stuff like that. So you went from, because obviously you traffic through Instagram from dancing, it was getting you up to that level, 10k views on all of your videos.
It was popping a bit, and I was proud at the time. I was proud, like as long as I was seeing growth, I was happy. Like this is the problem with a lot of people right now. Like a lot of people like say to me, "Oh, how do you do this, LilMan? Like I'm not seeing growth. Like what do you do?" And I'm just like to them like. As weird as this sounds, try not to expect it, if that makes sense. Like just go with the flow. As long as you can, or write on notes as well. As long as you can see growth, like that is good. Because I was happy with seeing 10k views and that. Obviously now it's better, but back then 10k views I was super grateful for. Like
massive for you, innit? Like, but now because you accumulate that on a daily basis, it's just a norm now, innit? But it's nice to know that when you wasn't getting that, it wasn't swaying you away from doing what you loved. Do you know what I mean? So okay then, so you transitioned from dancing, do you know what I mean? And then you was like, you know what, I'm gonna knock this on the head. You use your personality to start doing like mini skits and funny things and violating people and stuff like that. Like how did TikTok come along?
Okay, so I was doing dancing here and there on the so obviously my boy Tiny. Big up Tiny. So obviously, at the time, mine and his friendship was still good, but it was like I don't know. There was something about our friendship at the time where it was like, it was kind of like, it was really shaky, our friendship at the time, innit? Like we wasn't speaking as much. All that we weren't speaking as much.
You just have like that, got to that stage in a friendship where you might have different interests or different circle of friends. So you'd always be tight and you'd always see each other because you went to the same school. But in terms of out of school, you wasn't really together.
Like me and him were close, but just outside of school, we weren't really speaking. And like we just wasn't. But then obviously me and Tiny went to the same school as each other, and every time like I'm with like my small circle of people, Tiny would just go in the corner, he would just make a TikTok and start doing it. I remember just looking at her thinking, what is he doing? But it looks fun. It looks fun. So then I would walk over, jump in these TikToks a bit, and then it started turning into like an occurring thing. So like obviously someone who I was friends with at the time, he used to have interventions, but they weren't on the same days as mine and Tiny's. So then me and Tiny would wait for his intervention, but then Tiny would always put his phone down in as weird as it sounds, the boys' toilets. Okay. And just make little TikToks here and there. And I was like, yo, this is funny. Like, this is funny. And I was like, you know what? Like, Tiny is a good friend to me. I don't really, like, show him enough love on my social medias. I thought, let me just post this on my social media. Like, bro, I wasn't thinking nothing of it. I thought I was post on my social media. At the time, my Instagram was not really doing that well.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, bang, it got like 10k views in like an hour on Instagram.
Okay.
Like, bro, a video of me and Tiny doing a little TikTok in the boys' toilets.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, hold up. This is
something here.
This is something still. Let's keep doing this.
Yeah.
We kept doing it. I dropped a lot of friends on the way because a lot of friends were saying, what are you doing making TikToks in the toilet? Like, bro, what are you doing?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
And I'm happy I lost those people though, because now I made me realise, like, ever since I started the TikTok, I made me realise like who really like believes in me.
Yeah.
But then like, as stupid it sounds, I understand why it would look stupid.
Yeah,
like me making TikToks in the toilets, like, bro, you really think you're gonna get anywhere with that?
Yeah.
But at the time, I just thought, yo, this is fun.
Yeah.
Like, so obviously, me and Tiny would do TikToks here and there in the toilets, and that sounds really creepy. But yeah, my followers started going up. I went from like 6k to like 7k in a week, and I was like, damn,
this growth's mad quick.
It's mad. And I was like, why don't I start my own TikTok? Well, actually, Tiny said, yo, start your own TikTok, and you can do this more, innit? Even in your free time.
Yeah.
And I was like, but I downloaded TikTok in the past and I don't get it. He was like, nah, like, bro, just download it, fam, and just watch the For You page, you'll get it. I downloaded it now. Tiny was like, yo, post your dance videos on there, man. You'll get followers. I posted my dance videos on there. I wasn't really getting followers off it, but that's what I expected. I thought only Americans get followers on there.
Yeah.
So like, I was just having fun on there, really. And then obviously school was stressing me out and stuff. Yeah, like I was going through as I was going through year 11, I was getting stressed out, like with people, with teachers, with personal situations as well. And I was like, got home now, I thought, forget it. Went on my TikTok now, started posting TikToks, rare tear. And then bang, that one video just blew.
What video was it?
It was a video of literally me dancing to a D Block Europe song.
Okay.
It got like 100k views. It took me from like 400 followers to 3,000. I was like, 3,000, okay. Well, what I've seen with a lot of people that get on the For You pages, it's that one time and that's it. But I was like, no, I'm going to maintain this. I need to show my personality, because I know like there's room for my personality. I started showing my personality, and next thing you know, bang, it's everything just. Yeah, the rest is now, innit?
Everything just changed. So where are you at now with your TikTok? Like, what kind of accolades? Like, how many followers do you have?
So I hit 900k the other day.
900k?
Yeah, I think now I'm on 905k. So almost at a million, man.
Wow! Congratulations, man! Congratulations.
Respect.
So what are your notifications like for that app?
Crazy. Like
you have to put it on sleep and stuff like that.
As cocky as it sounds, my notifications been on sleep since the day when I danced to that D Block Europe sound, and it's never come on off. Like, bro, it's been popping ever since that day.
That will burn out your battery, man. All them notifications
Literally.
for a day, you'll charge at your phone, and by the time lunchtime comes, you'll have to charge it again, bro. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, them notifications have to get turned off still.
Yeah.
Instagram, so I'm on like 76k. With YouTube, I hit 50k the other day. So like, I'm gassed.
Congratulations, man. So over all of your social medias, do you know what I mean? What about your YouTube? Where you at with your YouTube?
Yeah, 50k subscribers.
50k,
yeah.
And then 70k. So when you're looking at it, bro, you over all social media networks, you have a reach of 1 million people.
That's crazy.
Even if 10% of your reach is active, bro, that's 100,000.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And with that 100,000, it comes a lot, like what that's saying in Spider-Man, with great power comes great responsibility. So obviously you have a massive cult following with younger people, like I've already told you, you know what I mean? Like my son, like,
that's sick.
Do you know what I mean? He's like, LilMan, granddad, like all his cousins, they all love you off. So to have that young following, do you understand that you're in a position of power? Do you understand that?
I don't know, I don't know.
I say that because, all right, maybe not power, but influence. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
I understand.
The way how you've got your socials and the way how you portray yourself and stuff like that. Young people are looking at you and they'll look at you as that, I want to be like LilMan Graham. I want that following. I want to do funny videos. Do you know what I mean? What's your slogan?
I have bare, but like I think the one that really got my name out there Batty fish.
Batty fish.
But I've got loads. Like if you watch, you like know all of them.
Reel off some more, man. Reel off some more.
For why? Batty fish. Stepped on skittle. I've got loads.
What are you saying? You look like a stepped on skittle.
I've got loads. I've got loads.
So back to the influence thing. So what I mean is that because you've got so many eyes on you and you have a cult following that like really ride out for you, how you portray yourself and how you move, a lot of young people might want to mimic that. Do you know what I mean? It's like I always say about, like, let's say you say D Block Europe, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're massive and they're in a position of influence, but a lot of the stuff that they talk about is drugs.
Drugs, yeah.
And I've seen young lads post loads of times, I'm a rapper, like, yo, I'm not a role model. Don't look up to me. But you're an entertainer.
People
do you know what I mean? You're a musician. Yeah. You're sick at what you do. So of course young people are gonna look at you. Of course, like I heard a song with T's and Dust the other day, and she was talking about, I take so much perks, like, because I listen to DBE. Like, that alone, when I heard that lyric, I'm thinking, bro, this is what I'm trying to say. Like, they are in a position of influencing yourself because you have a reach of 1 million. I'm not saying that you have to conduct yourself in a super positive way all the time because you are a comedian. So some things that you might do might get a bad reaction, but then other things you might do might get a good reaction. So all I'm just like kind of like saying to you is, like, when you stepping for that, my youth is looking up to you. Do you know what I mean? And that, do you know what I'm saying? When as you get a bit more older, you will understand it more. But I think that's great. So, okay then. So, what is it like then to have 1 million followers? Like, do you get a bit anxious at times? Do you get a bit of anxiety? I'm guessing there's times you've walked around town, you've been swamped. Do you know what I mean? So how do you deal with that?
Okay, so I remember when I first ever started to get like the recognition, that because obviously, like, even though I've been growing for like quite a while now, like the TikTok growth was like fast. So like it all basically just got like a big pile of books. It basically just all got dropped on me. And I remember it was really, really like over. I didn't really know like I knew what to do with it, but like I didn't know how to handle it. Like, I'd go Instagram live. I remember going on Instagram live. I'll be happy to get 10 views. Go on Instagram live, getting 200 people just lurking. I'm like,
200 eyes watch me.
Yeah, and then next thing you know, I'm going to school. And then people on the bus just got their phones out. Are you LilMan? You a LilMan, innit? And I was just like, I'm
LilMan.
Walking through town. Oh, LilMan, can I have a picture? It was all weird to me at the start, innit?
Yeah.
But then obviously over time I got a bit used to it, and I'll say, obviously, I don't know. At start I was a bit more anxious. Now I'm still anxious a bit, but I'm a bit more used to it now.
Yeah.
But I remember at the start it was really overwhelming. Like, it was proper overwhelming. Like I said, it all got dropped on me like that.
Like that, yeah.
So
you just go from a normal person that, I'm just doing, because when like you said, when you was doing your TikToks and when you was doing your videos, you wasn't doing it for the clout. You wasn't doing it for the clout, to be the next TikTok star. It was just fun.
I thought only Americans become TikTok stars.
It's
only when I started seeing my followers go up past, I could actually flip this into something serious. And people were looking at me like, yo, what are you doing? Like, I'm being when you hear people saying stories like that, like, people were saying, what are you doing? Like, it's actually real. People actually doubt you. It's kind of weird how much people doubt you in this world. Like, that's a major key as well. Like, surround yourself by right people. Because like, I literally don't have any friends. I have like a handful of friends. But I'm fine with that.
That's
I'm fine with that.
That's
because
good.
Like, without them, I don't like I said earlier, like, we're tiny. Like, a lot of him influencing me to start this is the reason why I'm doing this. You know what I'm trying to say?
The reason, like, and that's nice to know that you're paying homage to your friend that was the one that like pushed you. Like, come on, just do it.
And that's why I always try to push him as well, because obviously I know you watch this, so I know where you don't post enough, and I always say to him, yo, post. But obviously he might not want to do that. I understand, I can't force him, but it's like, I felt like I need to do so much more back. He always says, no, you don't need to do nothing back. Like, bro, like, I don't want nothing back, but I just feel like I need to do something back. Because
see that kind of friendship there, that's nice, because obviously I've known Tiny from when he was young as well, and it's nice to know that two good positive young people have got each other's back like that.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? And
yeah,
you're pushing each other to. That's how I know you're both gonna go clear in whatever field you choose.
Yeah,
do you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
But it's kind of like you're both in a great position because, like you say, when you started off as a double team anyway. Do you know what I mean? So in the future, you two can be the next Chunks and Philly. I'm not saying that that's what you're aspiring to.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
But you do have that kind of reach, and you're young, so you got that longevity where you can do loads of different things. So when we was on the way up here, something that I think that is just like it's not very often that I hear young people saying that, you know, I've set certain tasks, I've visualized everything that I've done. So what brought you to that point where you thought, you know what, I'm gonna write a list down and start chasing my goals and ticking them off bit by bit? How did that come about?
Ever since I was younger, even with the football days, I'm obsessed with seeing progress in it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, like seeing progress, it just does something to me in a way. Like, it makes you just want to try harder.
Yeah.
Like, with football, I used to be like, okay, so this season, I must score, try to get 15 goals this season. And I write it down, and I would always write down my goals with football. And obviously, with dancing, all right, so I need to get this video out this week, this video out next week. And then I'm going to track down my followers, track down my views, see what's going well. And I learned a lot of stuff with football and dancing, and I kind of just transitioned it over with TikTok. Basically, I've been writing down my notes on my phone for like since like I'll check actually right now. I've been writing on my notes on my phone since 2019, the 1st of January.
Okay.
It says here I was on 3,600 followers on Instagram and 400 subscribers.
On that, what date?
The 1st of January, 2019.
2019.
So, yeah, almost 2 years ago now.
Wow.
And I remember just writing, I wrote like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I wrote 7 goals, and that was to get 4,000 followers on Instagram, 1,000 subscribers, 10,000 views. That was one of my goals.
So I remember when you posted up that you got 10,000 views and you were so gassed. It
Yeah,
makes sense now,
proper,
innit? Because
proper.
it's something that you already have visualised.
Yeah.
That,
I even
that
write down
feeling.
dates. Like, my first time I got 10,000 views was the 3rd of the 4th. Like, I always write down the dates as well. And 1K likes on any post. That was one of my goals. Like, bro, and get posts on a bait page.
Okay.
Which I also passed.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then the end of 2019, things just went crazy. So as you can see, like in December times, that's when things really started to go.
Yeah.
So the 19th of December, I hit 10,000 followers on TikTok. The 28th of December, I hit 9K on Instagram. And then the end of December, I hit 12,000 on Instagram. And then ever since that, in fact, I'll show you guys. Ever since that, I've just been writing my goals down. I just tick them off, and it's really been helping me. Like,
so after a whole year. From this year, which is meant to have been lockdown year, it's been your most successful year then in terms of like mass growth where it's
been my best
blew up out of nowhere.
Yeah, because I remember December times when things, because obviously, like I said, I started 2019 on 3,000 followers on Instagram and 400 subscribers. I ended 2019 on 12,000 followers on Instagram and 1K subscribers. And this was an extra goal. It literally says extra. Like, I didn't even know I was gonna do TikTok. I was just doing this anyway. But my extra goal, I managed to have 77,000 on TikTok.
Okay.
So obviously I started 2020 with 1K on YouTube, 70K on TikTok, 12K on Instagram. So then I had little goals, 15K on Instagram, 100K on TikTok, 2K subscribers, 1 million on any video, and get monetized on YouTube.
Okay.
I smashed all them by February.
Wow.
And
you've got 1 million views on a video on TikTok.
Yeah, like I get 1 million views now. Like, I don't. It's kind of mad because I achieved it so fast. I don't even know what my next goal was going to be after 1 million views.
Okay.
Like, because I think the most views I've ever got on TikTok's almost 20 million.
What?
Yeah. So like, I actually, that's why I think like 2021 I'm mainly gonna focus on YouTube goals.
Yeah.
Because I feel like with TikTok, I feel like I don't really know what else to do with it.
Yeah.
Like,
wow. 20 mil on one video. What was that video?
Oh. People, for some reason, like, obviously there was this filter that went viral in it.
Yeah.
Where like you can look like you got 2 heads in it.
Okay.
I said, blood, why do you look like a 2-headed dragon? Bro, people loved it. I said,
Like,
dragon. People kept saying dragon.
Oh,
and,
no.
It got 20 mil. Right, it's on like, I think it's like there's some like 17 million.
Oh, 17 million.
Like-
Just for saying, why do we look like a drag gone?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
It's mad to think like, but that's what I'm saying. It's your personality.
Yeah,
Anybody
yeah,
could have done that, and he just watched that or whatever. But your personality just brings a whole nother element to it. So, okay, I got a few more questions for you then. Yeah. So, firstly, it's for your fans. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for any of you fans out there that might not have the confidence that you have,
Yeah,
might not
yeah,
have the like the focus that you have,
Yeah.
what kind of advice would you have for them for them to pursue their goals?
Keep just keep recording, if that makes sense. Like, because like even when I got the TikTok followers, like even if you guys scroll down my page to my oldest videos, you could even see with your own eyes, I still had my personality, but like my confidence on camera wasn't as great, and it was weird. That's weird, you know, because I always thought my confidence was great on camera.
Yeah.
Like from the start, but my confidence on camera wasn't as great. You feel me? So obviously along the way, I just so obviously along the way, I just carried on recording, and my confidence just got better without even me realizing.
Okay.
Like I didn't even know my confidence wasn't that good on camera until I started watching my old videos back. Like that's weird to me because I thought I was always just.
Are you okay with watching your videos back? Because some people like don't really.
I never used to like it, but like even last night I was watching my old videos back on YouTube, and it's humbling.
Yeah.
And I feel like it humbled me bad because obviously I always thank my supporters, but I don't thank my supporters enough. And on my old videos, I was thanking them every single second.
Yeah.
So I feel like I want to get back into the groove with that. But anyway, back to the question, like advice on how to get more confident. Just keep recording, because even if you look at my old videos, like my confidence on camera is nowhere near to what it is now, and that's because I've got comfortable. I feel like I've got into like my element with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, just keep recording, keep getting a camera in front of your face, keep going out. Try and network with other YouTubers as well. That will help you get your confidence. But I mean, you don't have to network with other YouTubers. Like, I've always gone by like do everything on your own, innit? If YouTubers want to network with you, that's calm. Let them do that, innit? Don't be the beggy person, innit? Because it's not nice getting looked at like that.
But it is good to collaborate.
It is good to collaborate
you
and
merge
network.
traffics together.
It is
You
good.
can gain more followers, and whoever you collab with can always say that the working together can get you to the goal quicker than you rowing that way, me rowing that way. Do you know what I'm saying?
Networking's great, but one thing I can say is like, bro, like honestly, when you get the success and the followers yourself, like all these YouTubers you watch, they will notice you and they will slowly gravitate to you. Like, trust me, they will. Like you don't. Obviously, it's all right to reach out to people, but trust me, you don't have to. Like that would all just happen naturally along the way.
Yeah.
Like but keep going to like for example, your local city centre, record. Just it will just better your confidence. That's what I did anyway. And yeah.
Do you, because you've got a massive reach and because you got a lot of people looking up to you, do you get some people that message you that are feeling quite low mentally, like
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like how do you? Because obviously you're 17, but I feel like you've got an older head on you. How do you deal with that? If somebody messages you and says, "Look, little man, you know, I'm one of your greatest fans. I'm feeling a bit low, a bit suicidal. You know, a lot of stuff's been happening at home. Like, have you got any advice for me? Like, what kind of advice? How would you deal with that?
Depression and anxiety is real, man. Like when if you go back to the start of the podcast when I said there was like a lot of personal reasons as well why I started TikTok as well. Like that is some of it. Like depression and anxiety, like it is real. Like, was
you suffering with depression?
Yeah. Even before I started suffering, like obviously, I feel like I was a bit straight minded. Like I knew people with it, but I just always just thought, just come on, man.
Shake it off, man.
Yeah, like shake it off. But when you go through it yourself, it's real. Like trust me, like there's a lot of straight minded people out there don't realize how real it is. Like trust me, you feel low. You feel like nobody understands. That's the worst feeling, when you feel like nobody understands. And like, so TikTok was kind of for me to forget about all that. It was the one fun thing it was for me to do.
So you had something to focus.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Point.
That's really one of the biggest reasons why I did TikTok, because I have how I was feeling off camera.
And then obviously by doing you're funny and you're comedian and stuff, but by bringing other people joy, you kind of bring joy back into your life. Yeah.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like, so it means a lot to me when people say stuff like that. Like my videos, like make them forget about stuff, like, because I know how real it is. Like,
But when they back to the question, when they go into your inbox, how do you deal with that? And do you let them know that, you know what, I've suffered as well, and I've been
I
able
actually don't let anybody know that I've suffered, because I always think there's a lot of people out here that are like, they don't get it, which is fine. Like, they don't get it, so there's no point me saying something to someone if they're just not gonna get it. So I've just always just kept it to myself, really.
Yeah.
But
this is where now you can kind of like reevaluate that now and think, you know what, because I have been through it, and because when you go through mental health, it's an ongoing thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
you can
yeah,
feel
yeah,
better
yeah.
one day, but then it only takes one traumatic experience that can bring back all of the anxiety and that depression.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying, I want you to go out there and start advocating for mental health. But because you've gone through it, by you saying this now, you don't realise the impact that this is going to have on your following and people around you that might have thought, cool. That's why when I used to say come out, he didn't want to come out, or is that why certain times he was just like, he didn't answer his phone. Maybe he was going through things, you know what I'm saying? And that's what people need to realise, is that just because you're an entertainer and you're an influencer, you're still a human. You're still going to go through certain issues and stuff like that. So I'd like to commend you on, like, thank you and say well done. The fact that you've been able to fuel what's going on inside of you by doing your videos, by doing
that's
TikTok.
what it was. Even if you are going through that and my videos might not be the best thing for you, like, just find something. I know it sounds really like simple, but just find something that you enjoy. Like, just find something you enjoy, because I enjoyed making TikToks. It made me forget about everything. Like, 2020, I know it's been a dreadful year for loads of people, but it's been the best year of my life in terms of like mentally. Like, I've basically been happy for majority of 2020, and I that's literally, this sounds so stupid, but that's thanks to like my supporters and TikTok and that. Like, I just feel happy, like, just making content and people enjoying it. That's what makes me happy. So, like, my mental health got like 1,000,000 times better since this time last year.
That's good to hear, man.
It's got 1,000,000 times better. Like, but yeah, when people pop up to me saying that, I always say, no, I understand. I always say I understand. I'm glad that my videos help, but I don't ever tell them that I actually know what you mean. Like, I don't actually like tell them.
But I mean, moving forward, you don't have to touch upon it, but if you could say to them, you know what, I can completely relate. Even if you just draw it upon, I have people in my family who are suffering as well. Do you know what I mean? And do you know what I mean? You can use that kind of angle. You can third person it so that they don't know that it's you, but you are giving advice from yourself. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So moving forward now, 2020, like you said, it's been a blessed year. You've smashed all of your targets and more. What do we have in store for 2021? Have you got any big collaborations in store? Are you working with any new people?
So like a day before my birthday, I signed with B83.
Oh yeah.
I signed with B83.
Despa.
Yeah, Despa and all that. Yeah, I signed with them. Yeah, those guys are lit, man.
Congratulations, man.
Respect.
Congratulations. That's a big move.
Those guys are lit. I can't wait to start working with them in 2021.
Is that through YouTube content and stuff like that?
Yeah. Just they're just basically a part of the LilMan journey.
Okay.
So yeah, I can't wait to work
obviously
with them.
Despa does a lot of camera work as well. That's how we kind of like come into the game and stuff. And then So is that an artist management deal or?
Well, they started to obviously they're known for managing artists, but they're starting to like manage influencers, right? And obviously I'm basically the first influencer that basically took up.
Congratulations.
I'm gassed though.
Yeah, congratulations.
So
so you've been going to the HQ and all that kind of stuff and that,
yeah. In terms of collaborations, not really, no. I don't really ever know who I'm going to collab with.
Okay.
It just happens, really. Yeah. It's all about just 2021 is all about my YouTube grind though. Like, it's all about my YouTube grind. Like,
you're going to be like more consistent with your content that you're going to be dropping and stuff like that.
Yeah. And it's all about just growth in general.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't wait to write down my goals. Like, to like the 31st of December is like, sometimes it's just New Year's Eve for people, but for me, like, I can't wait for this day, because it's the day where on 12 o'clock I get to write what I finished on and write my new goals. Like,
that's mad.
I'm
you do that every end of the year.
I do that every end of the year, but this one's the most tricky, kind of, because before it was kind of easy. Like, obviously, I was on 70,000 at the start of the year, so I was like, I'll just get 100,000, get 15K on Instagram. But like now, like it's just really like, I don't know. It's just more. It's more pressure as well.
Yeah. It's gonna be a very significant year for you because you're gonna be turning 18 as well.
Yeah.
So all of the grind and everything that you do from then till December, then can place you where you're 18 and you'll be able to do whatever you want. Do you know what I mean? Because you have the following, you have the mindset. Now you have a great team behind you who, in terms of for Birmingham and managing artists and stuff like that, they are the top tier. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like made me even more excited for you now.
Yeah,
I could imagine they've got everything in place for you to just come in, and you're such a great person to work with because you're keen to learn, you're open to learn, but at the same time you have a lot of knowledge because it's not easy to crack the net. Do you know what I mean? A lot of people don't know how to crack the net, especially go clear the way how you have. Do you know what I'm saying? So you have all your goals, you have everything in place for you to take this to the next level. And I'm from the start, I'm really excited to see what you got in store.
Respect, man.
So the last thing to leave this on now is basically I ask everybody who comes on the show, do you have any positive quotes or affirmations that you live by?
Yeah. I'm a quote guy.
Okay.
I love quotes. Like, hold on, let me think of some.
You can even if you can reel off a few if you want to, or you can reel off the
because I even write some of my notes.
Right, Joe, come on.
I'm a quote guy. Hold on.
Okay.
I know I've got some quotes lying in my, because I always have to look back at quotes. And the thing is, it's weird you've asked me that because I haven't looked at my quotes in ages.
Okay.
But like, I used to be a proper quote guy. Here's a good one. All right. Livers live like they're never gonna die, but when you die, it's like you never lived. That's basically saying like, yo, live your life to the fullest because when you die, it was like you never lived. So basically, leave behind a legacy.
Yeah.
And I want to leave behind something. I want to be remembered.
Yeah.
In Birmingham, not even just but
worldwide. It's gone past Birmingham now, bro. Like you're at 17, it's gone. Your reach is worldwide now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I got the word as well. Do what you need. This is a base gun. Do what you need to do what you want to do. So like with me, for example, dancing, I did it because, I mean, even though I don't do dancing no more, it still helped out massively with now in terms of confidence, in terms of growth. Like dancing helped out a lot. So like, obviously with dancing, I did it because I needed to do it to get where I wanted to do. TikTok, obviously my main goal is obviously YouTube as well. I'm doing TikTok because my main goal is YouTube. So I'm doing TikTok because I need to do it to do what I want to do, kind of. I got another one. Okay. I think you lot heard this one. Winners focus on winning and losers focus on winners. Basically, focus on winning and stop. Okay, it's okay to look up to people. It's okay to do all this, but if you really want to achieve something, focus on winning. Don't focus on the winners because that's what the losers focus on. The losers always focus on the winners, and the winners always focus on winning.
And as you're elevating, especially if you're going to elevate at the speed of LilMan, Graham, what you have to remember is that one day your idols will become your rivals. You know what I mean? Even though you could pay all the homage in the world, but if they're on 100k and can't crack 200k and you're like skirt to 1 million, automatically they might envy you. So always remember that. And sometimes when you meet your idols, they're not what you see on screen as well. So keep that in mind.
Yeah, that is fact. I want to touch upon that a bit as well. Like, because obviously I'm close friends with this person as well. And she was just telling me, she was like, I see she's actually this. I'm not trying to joy you out. I'm just saying, she's like to me, I give this person tips, man, on how to grow on TikTok, and they overtook me, and they just don't speak to me no more. And nah, man, I'm really annoyed because if it weren't for me, they wouldn't be nothing. I just said to him, yo, I hear what you're saying, but you can't think like that. Like, stop trying to overtake them. Overtake like yourself. That makes sense. Like, set yourself goals and try to overtake those goals that you're setting for yourself. Like, I don't look at anyone and think, obviously, I would love to be on KSI's level. But I don't even look at KSI and think I would love to be on your level. I just want to be bigger. Like, I just want to be bigger. But obviously, I take baby steps and stuff along the way. That's the best way. And I got a last one as well. If you do what's easy in your life. Wait. I understand what it's trying to say. Okay, so easy graft equals hard life and hard graft equals easy life. Let me know which one you want to pick. you want to pick the easy life or the hard life? However, the hard life comes with hard graft, basically. So easy life equals hard graft.
No, trust me, I understand what you're saying, but something just come into my mind for the last thing, because like I says, you are a person of influence. I know you've never ever been affiliated with the road life and the gang life and all of that kind of stuff. You've always, like I always say, someone like you've been raised well, you've been raised right, like. So obviously for the people that might be living that life, do you know what I'm saying? Do you have any advice for them? Or how do you feel as somebody who's 17 in your generation, a lot of people are being stabbed or a lot of people are knife carrying? Do you know what I'm saying? Do you have any like words of wisdom for these? Because you're on the positive path. Do you know what I'm saying?
Like literally the road life, it might seem cool and that, but like there's only so much you can get with it, which is either jail or dead. Like only I don't want to sound like only a small amount make it out of the hood, because that could be you. Like, don't get it twisted. I don't want to be that guy to like basically just be like only small amount. Like, oh, you're just a fart in the wind. Yeah, like, I've been told I'm a fart in the wind. You know, gosh. I've been told I'm a fart. That's like that quote sticks in my head. I've been told I'm a fart in the wind still. But obviously you don't want to be a fart in the wind. But nah, that's not what I'm trying to say at all. Like, you could make it out the hood, but the only way you're making it out of the hood is if you like sit there and really think like, bro, what can I do to change my life? And that could even be rapping or stuff like that. Just the road life, I get it. It might seem cool, but it's so like dangerous, and it can only go two ways: dead or in jail. I know people that just don't want to be in those places, so. Just
choose another route.
Just
man.
choose a route. Choose a better route
out there.
There's better ways to get money as well. Like, trust me.
Success sometimes it don't come overnight. Do you know what I mean? Like, obviously, you just had that star quality anyway, and people can see that. Young people can see that. Your following can see that, and that's why. But other people have that star quality, but it might not be in your field. Do you know what I mean? Their star quality might mean that they might invent something, or they might have a clothing label that goes clear, or there's so many other things that people can do.
There's so many things.
You don't have to do the road life thing. Do you know what I'm saying?
Videos, rapping, dancing,
even dancing, DJing, even behind every successful person out there is a team. They have a team of people where you could be the promoter, the manager, the PR, you could be the producer, you could be the technical team. There's so many other roles that you will be able to open up for your friends. Do you know what I mean? Because the level that you're going to be at, you're going to be worldwide, and you can't always do everything. Even your social media, at a time you might need a social media team. Obviously, because people might be trying to contact you, it's good now actually you got a managing. Do you know what I mean? People that will have to want to work with you will have to go through, do you know what I mean, the management and all that kind of stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? So like, thank you so much for coming on the show.
It's been a pleasure, man.
I appreciate it, and like I said, I've seen your growth and seen how far you've come. And I'm excited for 2021, man. Do you know what I'm saying?
It's mad. I wanted to come on this podcast, you know. Like, I remember I seen it on your Instagram, and I was like, wait, hold on, is this like a new podcast you're doing? And I was thinking, I've been meaning to DM you asking if I could come on, and then it's mad when I clicked on your DM. You asked me, and I was like, "Oh yeah, like bro, I was literally about to ask you. I was gonna ask if I could."
Because I always wanted to speak and find out like what, because obviously everybody has a certain level of success, but your success, nobody has that success in Birmingham like that, especially for your age. So I wanted to speak and just to see where you're at and like. And just to know that everything that you're doing now, you've already visualized it. You've already had it written down. It's like a visual board that I would do with people, but you've got it in your phone and you're ticking off. I feel like this podcast will benefit so many people that want to do what you want to do. Do you know what I'm saying?
I always set myself. I even got like something else as well on my phone. Let me show you guys. Like I must have said, I was on like 16K at the time.
Okay.
And I must have said something like, like I want to hit 50K by the end of the year on YouTube, and literally I managed to hit it. Like
20K subscribers, guys. 20K subscribers, and listen, I'm gonna say we're gonna try hit 50K by the end of the year.
And we did it
on YouTube. So if you guys are
congratulations, bro.
I managed to do it, man. And that is just, it's just mad. Like
words become things, and
it's
man.
mad. Like I
yeah.
can't wait for 2021, man.
Yeah, man.
Can't
But
wait,
listen, that's us out. Yeah, your host Nathaniel James. We've got a little man Graham in the building. Walk a Mile in My Shoes podcast, and we're out. Respect you. Yo, go.